After a very quick day 9, let's go into day 10. Let's see if we can do anything else this time around. Uneventful days. We've had 3 days of nothing. I'm unsure if there's a time limit on what we can. No, we already got that. I was just grabbing the money. I'm unsure if there's a time limit on how many days we get. I like that I'm deciding to go a little bit quicker this time around. I don't know why it decided to go so slow sometimes. You know what? I'll take the quick. What we got? Shelter, tool shed, hovel. Shelter will also give us a gem. We haven't done the hovel yet. Let's do that. Let's do hovel. I don't know what this is, but it's new, and new things are good. Like old-timey little area. Hello. Notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ravain, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as a groundkeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. Oof, he got fired. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations of documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of the instructions. We thank you for your time and service. Wish you the best, Mrs. Babbage. Okay, so there's some dig spots here, but really nothing else in this little thing. So we've got some dig spots and a lore, and that's pretty much it. Also, it's deciding to be slow again. Honestly, probably should have gone for shelter, so I had that. But at least in this time around, we're going to be looking more at like feet and spending feet for special rooms. I don't know how much feet it would be. That's the thing. And I need a way to consistently gain more. I mean, I was waiting until I got something that would give me more feet, which we did. We got the orchard. So let's see what we can do here. Not a good start. I mean, I'll throw a hallway down right here. That's fine. But open all 3 of these first. Code check for the battery pack, but I don't have. So step requirement 6. So I wonder if it's double the amount of gems you have. Do pantry, that's fine. And here. Storeroom. Shop. Honestly, I'm gonna do storeroom, get that out of the way. Grab some things to start off our little adventure. And then we'll go this way first. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a lot of feet. We haven't used that secret passage yet. That's a new room. Leads to a room of a color of your choice, too. Sure. Little half room. Okay, so this will bring me to a hallway. Green room brings me to green. A bedroom, a red room, or a gold room, which is like a store. I would rather do a green room right now. So we've got Terrence, we've got morning room. Tomorrow you'll start with 2 gold. I don't know if we've done the morning room. I don't want patio. Green rooms do not cost things to draft. Does that mean they also don't cost steps because now all things are steps? Gems doesn't give me anything right now. That's the problem, is I don't need gems. I'm going to do the morning room even if it gives me gems so I can explore it because we haven't been in here yet. And I will take... This is very pretty. Anything? No. Cool, what we got here? The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. Did we also do this? I don't remember if we read this or not. We might have read this, and I might have been an idiot. If we didn't read it, you can pause it back there and read. Honestly, I'll stick the planetarium there in case we need to end our day. Is there anything in here, do you think? Probably not. There's something in here. Star schedule. So it tells you what day everything is. So, like, today's day 10, so it would be the slice and the apple. So I would get a bunch of feet for today if I do that. Other notable nights: 29 for appearance of both Dominus Minor and Major, 47 different constellations, 15 new constellations spotted. Except we don't have. If we make it to 50 days, I'm gonna be crazy. Ooh, hello. What are you? Oh, that's the car keys. Duh. Okay, great. So the right side's basically done. We need to go through the hallway. We have to go through the hallway now. But I have keys. Boiler room, we tried you. We did try you. I'll keep you going. Deal with you later. The observatory. I'm spending feet like crazy. Sure. If I read that correctly, that means we should have... Nope, just kidding. This is the key. I'll take the key then. Den, West Wing, patio. Den. I don't need gems. I have so many gems the one day that I don't need gems. Where does this bring me? Boiler room, which doesn't connect. Closet, parlor, chapel. We could do chapel. Anything in here? More fucking gems, I assume? No? Okay, cool. Reading nook, garage, keep going up. We're gonna run into locked doors. Parlor. The drawing room's good, but I'm running out of feet real bad. Grab that. This way. Haven't been in the wine cellar, but there's no reason for me to do that. I am gonna nursery this because I need feet, which means when I start drafting all those bedrooms, which I haven't done yet. Another gem. I can start gaining some of those feet back. All the safes have had the little red rubies. I wonder if that's part of the that crown that got stolen. Because they mentioned how it was like a 7 ruby thing or something, but we have 8 safes. Bedroom, boudoir, bedroom would be better. Closet, lavatory, commissary, or redraw. I'd rather redraw. Too many dead ends. Office. Yes, please. Let's solve this office. Is what I want. We'll also spread money throughout the house. I would like to do that. Oh, can I also... Hold on. We're gonna... Boop, boop. Emails, I think, can only be read in the office. So let's look at the emails real quick. See if we can find some more tasty lore. Ah, okay, cool. So, oldest to newest would be this. The VAC indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator is only displayed after making all purple. We learned that when we were fiddling around with it. If this is not the desired functionality, let us know and we'll fix it. Okay. What this one. Dear Herbert, we just wanted to let you know that the changes you requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition, God forbid, should bear fruit, rest assured that your plans will be executed down to the last detail. Okay, that's him basically saying, hey, oh, another fuse box repair? Gabe, yes, that is correct functionality. Also, when you are out of here next week, please test that the correct sequence is... Okay, correct sequence. Hold on. We have actual fucking fuse box shit. Is off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Cool. Man, I am going to be playing around with the breaker box then. It's exciting that we got something, though. Okay, you. Sir, you have not left me any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide on definite plans for the holidays, please pass a message on for me, either through Hartley, who is validating you this weekend, or if you absolutely insist, this confounded electronic typewriter. Okay. Now, I have an idea. Obviously, like we said, everything in here has to give the code. This arrow is pointing to this guy, which means this guy is important. Bald dude in the suit right here. Maybe the number of busts with him on it is important. Also, let's look at this. There is only one of these that is not in red. As we learned, red is untrue, which means not red would be fine. So March of the Count. Every safe, the code is a date. The only one of these, flight, march, fall, passing, and herring, is March, which is 3. So maybe it's March something, and that something is how many counts there are, and this here is the count. So let's see how many of these statues there are. There is 1 here. Keep looking. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And that's it. Maybe it's March 4th. Because March of the Count, and we're going to assume that this guy is a count. So that's what I'm going to go with. I was really racking my brain laying down in bed yesterday trying to figure that out. 0, 3, 0, 4. Show me it. Maybe the big one doesn't count. Maybe it's 0303. Big one doesn't count. Oh, yay! More lore. So, first of all, let me write down that we figured out is 0303. So that means we have 4 of them done now. So now, some lovely... Ooh, the sideways 8. Sideways 8 is what we've been talking... So this is the last letter, if I had to guess. The last letter? Dear Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all of our demands, not involving the police, and allowing the unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we had given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully, you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You are already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it had become apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of these points, and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too big excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you made believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew, I want to personally assure you that there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression that we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable, even though it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in the extortation of these funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to, and you thought this letter would get more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if your financial recompense will outweigh your culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this part of the letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever anonymous. So, Herbert Sinclair was extorted for something. That's what I'm putting. Sinclair extorted by anonymous. There we go. And this would be letter 8. Although I realize, boom. And then I need to move crown letter 7. I'll show you in a second. Crown letter 7. There we go. Cool. Okay. Interesting. And we get another gem. Was that gem red? I didn't pay attention. Okay. So main goal done. That was one of the main goals. So now we have other things we could do. We need to find the breaker box would be the first thing. Also, I realized we kind of, besides the chapel, we stuck ourselves in a hole here. Reading nook. Courtyard's the only thing we can do here. Yeah. Which means we're losing steps. We're losing steps quickly. Let's go back to the chapel. See if we can get that breaker box to show up. Yeah. We can get that breaker box to show up. Maybe we can play around with that. Closet, we don't want you. Spare room. Because I'm running out of feet. I need some food. The pool, even though... just gonna keep going forward. Just gonna keep going forward. Keep trucking along. I don't want the fucking closet, my dude. But now we're stuck. Commissary. Cost feet. But lets us go up. Anything in here? No. What you got? Nothing I can buy except for a magnifying glass, but it doesn't help me. Parlor. We finally can see the laboratory. Or guest bedroom. I don't know. We can try. We've done a lot. We'll see if we can get a laboratory a different time. I'm going to get rid of this real quick. Gives us a bunch of steps. We gain a lot of that back. And then hopefully when we go to the courtyard, that should... Yeah, that should work. We should be able to make our way down and around. Possibly. Keep taking my money. Which way? Upright? I mean, it doesn't matter. I guess up would be better because of the bedroom. Double? Well, I could probably try to see if I can, find anything. There's also those dig spots outside if I get stuck. Turnip, appreciate that. It's the only place we can go. It is locked. Closet, or security. I think we have to security. I don't have anything here. Nothing there. Ooh, a gem. Too bad I don't need them. Now I kind of want to find the freezer. What you got for me? There is a fruit somewhere. I just didn't see it. Reading nook, locksmith, keys for sale. We'll do reading nook. Gives me another key. Nothing here. That damn closet keeps wanting to come by. Boudoir is fine. It's a bed, gives me more steps, and I get those dye. I'm gonna take the gem. They're all red. All of them are red. I'm gonna take the gem because of the fact that we could find a freezer. Oyster is a big step. And there's no telling if I'm going to have a key for it. Utility closet, though. Okay. That's the whole reason we were looking. Let's do utility closet. It ends our run, but we can try to get this to work. Okay, so we need to do blue, green, white, red, purple. So I need to make everything purple. 5 purple gives 6 purple, so we need to make everything purple. Blue next to red makes purple. Yeah, so how do I make blue again? Press green to get blue. How do I forgot. We had this perfect, and wait, is it green next to a green? I forgot. Hold on. It says, Breaker Box, color dots and breaker. Press green to activate blue. Blue next to red gives purple, and then 5 purple. Press green to activate blue. Green. To activate blue. So, which ones do I know one? I need this one to be blue. I need all of them to be purple. How do I get purple again? Blue next to red gives purple. Blue next to red gives purple. Oh, man. There we go. Blue next to red gives purple. Boom. Okay, we got this. Blue next to red gives purple. Boom. Boom. Okay, so now we're all purple. So now I need this one to be off. It's going to be off, blue, green, white, red, purple. So I need this to be white. This to be... I need this one to be red. See the problem that I have? White, red, purple. I need this one to be red. Oh, man. No, stop it. I'm messing everything up. No. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, see, I messed that up. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. This needs to be purple. This needs to be red. But if I click this to make it not purple, that becomes white. If I click this, that becomes purple. So it's either purple or white. And I need it to not be white. I need this one to be white. Yeah. Which I can't do. Try that again. No. Damn it. I had this. Perfect. Oh, man. This is going to be a lot of me. Okay. All purple. Great. We need this to be white, which means if I click this blue, I don't want to make that blue. I want that to be red. The problem is if I click this, it becomes blue. What if I do, so red here, and boom, boom, boom. There. Purple, red, white, green, blue. Okay, so I don't want to fuck up. Green, and then this one off. Oh, oh man. If you're wondering what I was looking at before we see what our spoils are, here are my notes that I had, and it was this part right here where I was like off, blue, green, white, red, purple is what I was looking at. Oh man, what did I just do? What did we just do? Ooh, something. Oh, I hope I don't need power. What does this do? New unlock? New permanent? I think this is a new permanent. Seems to be the gemstone cavern has been permanently unlocked and added to the campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with 2 gems. So now we start every day with 2 gems, 2 coins. Wish I had like a keys that I could start out with. Cool. Is there anything else I can do here? I can go back to the observatory and end the day there. What? So today was better. Today was after a couple days of nothing. Today did end up being better. Forward, left, forward, forward, left. But we'll see if we can make our way. And we got that thing done. Lovely. Yeah, there's nothing here. I wish we could do stuff with the boiler room. We just haven't been able to put that in a spot that makes sense. Yeah, take my money. Always taking my money everywhere. This way, we're going all the way down. Up and around here. Oh, actually, I lied. I realized I just spent like 2 right there. Let's go to the gemstone cavern and we'll see if we can make our way back. Also, I want to toss another coin in the thing. Toss a coin into here. Boom. Nothing's happening yet. Maybe that's why I didn't have good days the past 2 days. Because I didn't toss a coin. I believe it's over here by the orchard. Is where it is. We could see if there's anything in there. Not you. We still haven't figured out what you are. I believe it's over here. Yeah, I should have enough steps. Yeah, you. Let's see what's in here. We'll explore. What was that? What did we do on the outside again? Hovel? Yeah, there's nothing in there. Cool. What we got in here besides that? Ooh, another one of these. Means we're up to 3. I don't know if anything happens when we have 4, but we've got 3 of them now. I don't know where that is. Hello. Here is the last equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls. So I suppose we'll have to adhere to this expert opinion, at least for now. We managed to remove all but one minecart from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be any of use of us up here. So Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. I'm not sure what the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now there is still one more cart down there, but it's still locked. It's locked on a short track and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage. So I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. The boss informed us that there are 2 other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that for someone else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. So there's another underground place somewhere. Where? I don't know. We haven't ran into that yet. But my assumption is, he said it was on the other side. We've been on the left side of, if you're facing it, the left side. We've been on that side before via the car coming out. I didn't see anything there. There's also like a tunnel underneath here, but it's too dark to do anything. We need to find... we've ran into a lot of things that look like they can be lit, like candles and torches and stuff, but we haven't ran into an actual, like, you know, lighter. Like, that just hasn't happened yet. Okay, we're gonna go call it a day in the observatory is what we're gonna do. Yeah? So, up. No. How do I get over there? Oh, the secret passage. Okay, cool. I got a little confused. Here, secret passage. Morning room. The morning room have any food on it? No. Because apparently I forgot food somewhere. I don't know. We'll call it a day in here, underneath all the pretty skies. Yep. Okay. As good as we can do. What you got for me this time? A prosaic inn. Okay. Big steps this time around. Another safe done. So we have 5 safes done. Sorry, 4 safes done, plus the orchard lock that we got done. Unlocked another permanent thing. From here, the main stuff that we have to do is boiler room. And I think that's it. I don't need the breaker box stuff anymore. And then like the freezer with the lots of things that we have to draft things in a certain way. So hopefully we run into some good luck. If not, oh well. I guess I will see you all next time on day 11. See you tomorrow.